Hartenstein.
And we've seen Beal improve as a playmaker over the years. That's a nice pass.
Leonard the pass to George. Porzingis with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Beal. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Back to Hartenstein. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Hartenstein's got his second basket of the night. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Levine's checked in for Dunn. These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Well, you look at Hartenstein, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
They get a hand on it. Beal against George. Up top, Porzingis. He had 25 points last game. Levine wide open. And the three off target. Hornets leading by 3. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Now with a fair amount of the season already completed, RJ, what storylines have stood out so far to you?
Well, it's really the players that have made the leap into stardom. But look, the season is far from over, and I'm curious to see if these guys can continue to get better.
Now here's Levine. 9 points last game. Here's Porzingis, and it's blocked. Thibault on the wing. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Hartenstein with the screen for Beal. George with the ball. Now Beal defending. Now Leonard. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Weaving his way around Mitchell, tough to guard anywhere on the floor with his skill.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason. More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Beal gets a wide open look, and it's good off the back rim and in. Beal's got 5.
Now, there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 6. Jackson finds George. Count that one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Now here's Beal. 5 points in the game. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Thibault. Hartenstein with the screen on George. Shot clock at 5. Beal. Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
Levine dishes to George. Here's Porzingis. And here's Leonard from three. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Murray's subbed in for Bradley Beal. Here's Lively. You saw him with 10 points last game. It's Miller on the wing. Lively sends a screen for Miller. Charlotte no good that time either. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And George kicks to Jackson. George passes to Jackson. Outside, Levine. From downtown, they get it back. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Mitchell against Leonard. Mitchell passes to Miller. Back to Mitchell. Miller outside. They need this. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. George with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Pass to Leonard. Porzingis sets the pick for Leonard. To the paint. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
Teams try and get physical with Porzingis, and understandably so. But he is not having any of it right now.
Some changes for Chicago. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Jackson. And it's Exum in for George. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Superb execution in the screen and roll. Murray cutting the pass right through the defense.
Miller against Leonard. Inside. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Williams. Mitchell looking it over. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
Outside, Levine. Now, here's Exum. Covered by Mitchell. Nobody near Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Leonard's got his third basket of the night.
You set him up, more often than not, Leonard will knock him down.
Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Rebound by the Bulls.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the middle, and stolen by Williams. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from three, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Exum. Now Leonard. Puts up a three. Rebound by Williams. Mitchell against Levine. A three ball. And Donovan Mitchell hits from deep. And it's now only a 1-point Bulls lead.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume three-point shooter for a reason now.
Porzingis with a screen on Miller. And stolen by Miller. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell outside. Robinson with the block. And here's Leonard from three. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Mitchell, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 11 points.
Showing off his skills as a shooter. Mitchell knocking down that mid-range look.
Outside Leonard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Hornets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Paul George is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Robinson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Murray after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chicago leading. Now Dunn. Down low. Jackson down low. Defended by Thibault. Plays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
On against Beal. To the inside. Hartenstein. Robinson with the block. Levine looking around. Pass to Jackson. Over Thibault. Jackson misses. Hornets trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hartenstein against Robinson. Top of the key, Beal. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Bulls leading by 4. Dunn with it. Outside Jackson. Levine for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Beal. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Levine kicks to Dunn. Outside Jackson. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Dunn. Levine's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jackson. He's around 14 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Beal, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
That free throw, no good.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-1 run. Outside Jackson. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. The open shot, Levine. The second chance effort, and the layup good by George. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Beal with a screen for Murray. Back to Beal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 5, the Bulls.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, George. Defended by Thibault. George with the ball. Working on Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunn. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
And Beal kicks to Thibault. Pass to Hartenstein. On the wing, Murray. Hartenstein with the screen from Murray. Charlotte no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Now here's Beal. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. With some arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Zinkas, he's checked in for the Bulls. Leonard comes in for Zach LaVine. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-1 run. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Hornets. Miller's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Murray. Here's Dunn. Up top, Leonard. Defended by Thibault. 5 to shoot. Pass to Dunn. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Paul George.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Outside, Beal. Mitchell against Leonard. Mitchell left side. 6 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Pass to Porzingis. George with the ball. Connects on the foul line jumper. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
And Beal kicks to Mitchell. Thibault up top. Dunn covering. Hartenstein with the screen for Miller. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And stolen by Thibault. Pass to Mitchell. And Charlotte can't hang on to the ball.
A moment now to see the numbers for Porzingis. 8th in blocks, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and three-point shooting.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Charlotte. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-3 run right now. Jackson setting the pick here for Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into fouling.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
That one is no good. Hornets trail by 13. Oh, Beal in position. Stolen by George. And here's the fast break. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Thibault. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Dunn. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Chicago, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first free throw is good. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. And so Dunn nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Mitchell outside. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And George gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. To stop the run. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And this is what we've come to expect from Mitchell. He is just a monster offensively.
RJ, the 2024 All-Star Game marked Donovan Mitchell's 5th consecutive selection.
When you score the ball like Mitchell, everyone notices. He's been putting up ridiculous numbers since the moment he came in the league. And yet, he makes it look so easy most of the time.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Thursday, they're off to Washington to take on the Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against Houston, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Zach LaVine comes in for George. And it's Dante Exum in for Chris Dunn. A 3 from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got 13 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Miller kicks to Williams. Leonard against Mitchell. Clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Drawing fouls is a skill, and let me tell you, if you're going to be an offensive star like Mitchell, you have to have that skill.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Now, here's Exum. Tight defense on him. Porzingis with a screen on Miller. Here's Leonard. And Lively pulls it down.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Now here's LaVine. He has 5. Outside Leonard. To the middle. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Mitchell against Leonard. Now here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. The 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Now here's LaVine. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Offensive rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Miller surveying the floor. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
There's a screen by Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Miller. Williams sets a screen for Miller. 5 on the clock. Exum pulls it in. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Here's Leonard, covered by Mitchell.
Get there.
Mitchell against Leonard.
Get there.
Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Charlotte Hornets.
Look like these guys had popcorn before the game because they got butterfingers. Couldn't control the ball at all. You like that one, Ernie?
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
Taking a look at Charlotte, they've underperformed thus far, but they're still tremendous. Now comes the hard part. They've got to tinker with the team until they find that championship recipe.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
Bulls leading by 21, setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Hartenstein. Mitchell is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 20.
Creating the opportunity, Mitchell makes the right call for this situation.
Levine against Mitchell. Outside Leonard. The 10-footer. Jackson misses. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Beal. Up and in on the layup. And that's now 10 points for Beal.
Good job attacking in transition. Beal out in front.
Porzingis finds Leonard. The tray. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Finney Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Beal, and it's sent back by George.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mitchell passes to Finney Smith. Hartenstein with it, guarded by Porzingis. Now, here's Thibault. Off target from outside. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Thibault. Here's George. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. George has got 14.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Hartenstein with the screen on George. There's Beal with the 3. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Porzingis. Over Hartenstein. Porzingis can't hit. Hornets trail by 17. Mitchell with it. Leonard picks him up. Porzingis with the block. Beal against George. Inside. Levine kicks to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And, Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play. You know, expectations were so high for Porzingis early in his career. Maybe they didn't all pan out, but he is still a high-level impact player every time he takes the floor.
Finney-Smith passes to Beal. Hartenstein with the screen on George. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Hartenstein. Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bulls leading by 18. Levine passes to George. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Over Hartenstein. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take this chance to showcase the top setup man at the small forward position in the NBA. The 4th spot held by Kawhi Leonard. And, of course, Paul George.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. That kind of passing from the small forward spot allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Hartenstein. For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Bulls. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. As Dunn's checked in for Chicago. The Hornets also with a sub. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Beal. On the wing, Jackson. Finney-Smith defending. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Dunn. Drills the three-pointer. Dunn's got 11 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Mitchell outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Leonard. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Bulls making a switch here. Levine's checked in. The Hornets have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
The first one falls.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here are the Hornets now. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Murray finds Thibault. Now Finney-Smith. Mitchell left side. Charlotte again missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Dunn passes to Levine. Porzingis with a screen on Murray. Levine can't hit. Hornets trail by 21. And here now is Thibault. Stolen by George. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Hartenstein passes to Thibault. Nice D from Levine. The Bulls leading by 23. On the wing, George. His 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The drive by Mitchell. And Charlotte turns it over again.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Levine. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Bulls. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the Hornets. Miller comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Porzingis, collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Porzingis has got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up and he will put it down on you quick.
Russell passes to George. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Mitchell against Russell. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
He's such a determined offensive player. It's not enough to get the bucket. Mitchell wants the and one also.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Bulls?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Miller finds Williams. And here is Mitchell. Lets it go. Misses off the right iron. And so George will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Russell. Jackson down low. Murray on him. They get the rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
For Charlotte, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Miller kicks to Mitchell. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 29 in the game.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Porzingis with a screen on Mitchell. Russell passes to Levine. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Russell. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Miller outside. Pass to Mitchell. Over Levine. And it's Mitchell missing. The Bulls shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Levine dishes to Russell. Porzingis with the ball. Chicago needs to get a shot up. Levine inside the three-point line. Good D by Miller. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
And here are the Bulls now. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And George kicks to Levine. .105 left to play here in the third.
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Mitchell against Russell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Robinson's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Joe Ingles comes in for George. And Chris Dunn subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Chicago leading by 23. Pass to Ingles. And here is Dunn. He's covered by Murray. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Chris Duarte's checked in for Joe Ingles. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. And so he hits both. Charlotte shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Murray, the pass to Williams. Here's Lively. Outside, Beal fires for three. Robinson pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Levine against Murray. Lively sets a screen for Murray. Outside for Beal. Williams, that's a two-pointer. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Bulls. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Robinson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's George in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside Jackson. Pass to Levine. Fires the three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Now, here's Mitchell. He's defended by Exum. Now, here's Mitchell. Exum pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
George finds Exum. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Miller with a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Levine passes to Jackson. Outside, George. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Robinson with the block. George up top, defended by Thibault. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And George drops them both. Here's Mitchell. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Murray. Charlotte no good that time either.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Mitchell outside. Screen by Hartenstein. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3. Mitchell's got 38 points.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Outside Jackson. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Thibault. Stolen by Exum. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Mitchell outside. Over Exum. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
It's George on the wing, covered by Miller. Goes up on the wing, and that one's good. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard!
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Outside, Levine. Exum deciding where to go with it. Nobody near George. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Miller outside. Back to Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Outside, Beal. Down low, here's Finney Smith.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Levine finds Smith. Now here's George, defended by Thibault. And the Bulls with another miss. Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's George. Offensive rebound. Robinson passes to Levine, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He's not the biggest guy, but it's the explosiveness, the athleticism of Levine that makes him so difficult to handle on that interior.
And he knocks down the first one. And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple-level score, and when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Outside, Levine. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Mitchell passes to Finney Smith. Here's Beal. And the shot falls short this time. The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Smith. Russell, he's checked in for the Bulls. Smith hits them both. Now Mitchell. Pass to Finney Smith. Now Hartenstein. Guarded by Robinson. Mitchell outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way.
You got to credit Beal there for finishing the job while battling that tough defense.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Ingles kicks to Russell. Outside, Levine lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And then Levine with the jam.
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
And Beal kicks to Finney-Smith. Hartenstein with a bounce pass. Mitchell's shot is good.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Russell passes to Smith. Misses the three. The Hornets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Thibault finds Mitchell. Back to Thibault. Hartenstein against Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Hartenstein with it. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Ingles. Now Russell. Over Mitchell. And it's Russell missing.
Normally he drains that.
Deep two from Thibault. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Charlotte's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Thibault kicks to Finney-Smith. Mitchell outside. Just 4 to shoot. Over Russell. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Robinson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Russell looking it over. Outside, Levine. Sinks the three-pointer. Levine's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Bulls.
How about the confidence that Levine has? Feels like he can take these shots whenever he wants.
Hartenstein against Robinson. Hartenstein passes to Thibault.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for George.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
First free throw is good. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
He's off on the second.
I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Exum passes to Levine. Robinson down low. He's defended by Hartenstein. Bank shot, no good.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Mitchell in the corner. Over Exum. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got 47 points.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Pass to Exum. Levine with it. There's the triple. Great D that time from Beal. Now, here's Mitchell. Guarded closely. Robinson with the block. Here's Exum. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paul George.